Good evening. How's it going? Um, Sorry I'm late. Something weird kind of happened. See, I went to start streaming at my normal time, and I thought I was, but 10 minutes into the stream, something seemed off, and I realized that my second monitor that I used to make sure the stream is going well had gone black. And so I looked over to my streaming software, and it had stopped streaming, or rather it had never started. I hit the streaming button, and then I went about my business, like to do the business of streaming, and it was asking me to connect to YouTube, and I don't stream on YouTube. I stream on Twitch. I put the VODs on YouTube. So it was sitting there waiting for a prompt from me without me realizing it, and not streaming even though I had told it to, and it had forgotten my Twitch password, which I thought I had written down somewhere but had not. And Twitch passwords, because of hacking from all over the place, are incredibly long and have all sorts of stupid, actually very secure, let's say annoying requirements. So it took me a bit to figure out what my password was, because also if you reset your password, all your third-party plugins have to be reconnected, but you can't guess too many times either, because it'll lock you out. So what I ended up finally doing was logging out on another device, and then when I went to log back in, I clicked the reveal password button, and then finally I was like, oh, that's what it was. And you know what? When I typed it in, I was super close. I'm not close enough though. So anyway, I went a whole, like, not quite, but almost 10 minutes thinking I was streaming, but not. So I'm just going to start over. Let's get all kitted up. So I have the Bonemeal Farm turned off. It was on when I started, and there was an Enderman hanging out, and we had a funny conversation with him and everything. I'm terribly sorry you missed it. But we're not going to do all that again. Anyway, this thing has been running non-stop since the end of our last stream Friday evening. So that ended at roughly 8 p.m. on Friday. It's now Monday, about 7:30 p.m. And other than server resets every day, what am I doing? I don't need to come up this way. That thing's been running since then, and it's nearly full. I turned it off because I was done demonstrating it and we were going to leave the area. And as you know, we can't leave it running when we leave the area, or it breaks. Anyway, when I got off work, I checked it, and it was to here. But now it's to here. So we just have this to fill up, and the whole system will be full. Technically, since this one's full, it's full. But then we have the I guess we'll call this the preloading system, this row up here. We'll get that full so that we have some, on deck, more than just these lines here, because every time we fire these things, it's a full stack, it's ridiculous. It's a full stack plus 6, but we'll stop it when it gets into this one, because we don't want it in these, because if these fill up, they can no longer continue to shoot it up through the system, because the observer depends on something new coming in to send the signal to send it to the next one, and if it's full, it can't get the signals and it can't send stuff up. So we'll stop it when it gets there. But I stopped it for now, as I said, because after I showed off everything, we were gonna leave. I also managed to get quite a bit of mining done. I'll show you that real quick. You may remember I pulled some diorite out from over here, and I ran out of inventory space, so I left this. But then behind the diorite there was a bunch of andesite, and I'm not kidding. Everything you see mined out here, down there, and I mean, that looks like a tiny little hole, but then after this tiny little opening here, it branched into another room. This whole room was nothing but andesite. Up here again, all this, everything, all the empty space here, all this was andesite. So what I did on Friday evening after the stream, and then Saturday while I continued to let the Bonemeal Farm run, is I mined out all this andesite. And there was even more. Wait, yeah, more over. No, over this way. Yeah, down here. Giant cave here now. Oh, and those are stalactites. Tight is hanging from the ceiling. Mite is from the floor. But then over here, this whole pocket right here, like there's a wall of andesite right here, and everything behind it was more andesite. So basically, I got through watching all of season 3 of Picard Friday evening, and then through Saturday afternoon mining andesite. So I will always remember a very climactic moment of season 3, because I was standing right here mining andesite when it happened, and I was like, whoa, I should stop mining andesite for a second and give it my full attention instead of just most of my attention. Because when I'm mining andesite, I can give most of my attention to what I'm watching. Yeah. Anyway, it was good. I recommend it. I won't give away any spoilers, but it'll be better if you've seen DS9 before you watch it. Season 3 specifically, not the other 2 seasons. Those you'll probably have wanted to see Voyager and, of course, TNG. But presumably, if you're watching Picard, you have seen all of that. Oops. I will show you one more thing before we leave this area. I am going to keep it kind of short because I got a late start and I didn't want to stream more than an hour. And I got some other stuff I want to do around the house. But, well, yeah, I haven't slept in over 24 real hours. How many Minecraft days that is, I don't even know. There we go. I don't want that right now. Oh dear. So anyway, what I was going to show you, and we'll do sometime in the near future is right here alongside it. So I'm going to widen this out a little bit. I'm going to put a path going all the way down it. We'll cover up all the redstone up there and make it sort of like the area when we first descend underground. This will be hidden in some aesthetic looking fashion. All of this it'll look at least as good as all this does when you're up here, and that you won't be able to see it. I'm gonna enclose it all. I'm gonna have a path going around the back, and then down here I'm thinking I'll do mud bricks, and then like along the side I'll put whatever flower corresponds to whatever level we're on. You know, like cornflower grows here, we'll put cornflower like around the path here and work our way all the way down like in that fashion. And then we'll sort of sneak around back over this way, and we'll still enter through the cave just because I like it. It's fun. So we'll keep that feature. This cave right here, I mean. So yeah. That's what we got going on. Some good progress. And the nether portal's not even here, and I still walked up to it as if this is how I go back. I'm so used to doing that. I've done it so many times. Goodness. So yeah, that's everything to see over here. Just a little bit more FK to do. But I'll do that when you're not around, my wonderful viewers, because no one wants to watch the AFK show. I certainly don't. I don't even want to be on the AFK show unless the pay is... Well, if there's pay, I guess I'll do it. Maybe I should try it. Just fire up a stream and call it the AFK show and not do anything. That could be fun. I mean, maybe someone could use it as white noise to sleep. I don't know. I'm not actually going to do it, though. Because that would be silly. And if there's one thing we're not silly, because this is a serious game with serious things. Super serial. Anyway, let's take a look at the skyscraper. I got a little more done Friday evening. I think you'll be pleased. There it is. That's what we've done. Looks pretty good, I think. I actually like the way that it looks from the lighthouse. Much like I like the way the lighthouse looks from other places. So let's take a look like that. Well, and then we can kind of get an idea of what to expect it to look like when it is complete. Thanks to Bobby Mod. So yeah, you can make out the scaffolding there, that very thin line right there by the crosshairs. That's how tall it's going to be. So fairly tall. And if you remember, each pass around, each level all the way around, it's 2.5 stacks. So it was good I found all that andesite. And I think another thing I might do as an interior feature is put a floor right here at this level, just all around here, but like sort of, and then there won't be like a catwalk up here. It'll just be a glass floor, and nothing can spawn on glass, so we don't have to worry about golems or hostile mobs or anything. And of course, we won't fill it in where any of these guys can reach it. And then we'll just be able to get up here and, you know, trade with our dudes and, you know, if we want. And then we'll move the other villagers that buy iron into this building, and we'll do it in a way that we can do the zombie villager exploit whenever we need to or want to, or, you know, if we have to, if someone like comes on and makes us, I guess, you know. That's probably unlikely. I guess it could happen. If that happened again, this thing keeps turning itself on. I don't want that on. So yeah, that's where we're at. Not too shabby. It didn't take too long, actually. I think I started right about there, and I don't know. I think it took less than an hour to go up that high, and I wasn't really going that fast, and I was also kind of, you know, mostly watching the card season 3. It was really good. I think I'm gonna wrap up there just because of all the technical problems I had behind the scenes tonight. I don't really want to get started on anything. Bleh. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot for the thumbnail in case I don't get one I like. It lets you pick from 3 from random spots in the video. Sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you don't. So now we have a backup. So sorry it's so short, but I've updated the software, which I'd been putting off doing because I was afraid if I did that this would happen, and then it happened without me updating it. So I updated the software and fixed the Twitch connection issue, and hopefully everything should be smooth sailing again for a while, though the update does drop in 2 days, so there will be some more changes coming once the mods catch up to that, which hopefully will be before the end of the month. I'm guessing it probably will be. But until then, we'll do our Mr. Rogers thing. We'll leave that on. We'll also take another screenshot because, you know, my cool t-shirts in the screenshot. I actually have a shirt like this in real life that someone made me because of a silly joke, like more than 10 years ago. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry again for the shorter stream. I'll do better tomorrow, provided everything cooperates. You've been wonderful, and I've been Captain Incredulous. Thanks and good night.